I remember right where I was in 8th grade in band class when the Columbine shooting happened. I remember seeing students my own age running for their lives from a place that they thought was safe, their own school. And you could say that I joined the gun violence prevention movement at that moment. About me, I am from eastern Montana. I come from a gun family. Hunting and shooting have been traditions in my family for generations. And I get that. I understand that. The more I learn, though, about these military-style weapons and high-capacity magazines that domestic terrorists are using to mow down people at concerts and at church, the more I realized that I needed to do something about it. The real turning point for me was the Orlando massacre at Pulse. When I saw that 49 people from my community had been killed, I was heartbroken, and I was full of rage. I knew that I needed to turn my pain into action, and so I started to educate myself. I've always known through personal experience that harassment and bullying and violence have been a huge threat to the LGBT community. But from the Pulse shooting to youth suicide and anti-trans violence that has been happening across our country, my people have suffered because of the inadequate laws to stop gun violence. My LGBT community has been disproportionately targeted as victims of gun violence. It happens to us more than it happens to straight people. And so since 2013, nearly 2/3 of the deadly violence towards transgender and non-conforming people involved a gun. The overwhelming majority of those victims were Black women under the age of 30. Gun violence is an LGBTQ+ issue, full stop. So what can we do? My generation has been rejecting the hate held by so many people and the indifference to gun violence. It doesn't have to be this way. Every day we're building on the work of the leaders who came before us, and we are not going to stop organizing or protesting until everyone in this country can live a life free from gun violence. But we need you to join us. Movements like this only work when they're intersectional, when we all work together. We need everybody to stand up and speak out against the threat of gun violence. Reach out to your local gun violence prevention chapter today on Twitter or on Facebook and see how you can volunteer to make this problem end with our generation.